All right, students, today we're going to be doing Google Docs Lesson 2.4. It's called Our State Information. It's subtitled Working with Tables and Hyperlinks. In the overview, it says you have been doing a project for geography class and you have almost finished the report, but you've decided to include a table with your report that will include information about your state. In this session, you're going to create a table. You're going to create a table with information and links that provide information about the state, about the symbols of your home state. All right. Under the new skills, you're going to see several things here. You're going to be inserting a table into a Google Doc. You're going to use the Paint Format tool. You're going to use the copy an image. You're going to be able to copy an image, resize an image, crop an image, and then also add color into a table, possibly. I'm not for sure whether we'll do that or not. We'll see. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started with the instructions. And under the instructions, instruction number 1 says to open your Google Drive and go to your My Docs folder and open it. So go to my Google Drive here. And I'm going to go to that place where I have all of my folders, which you'll remember is, actually, I've created a separate little folder here called Google Lessons. So here's My Docs. I'm going to open it. And then it says in that same instruction 1, as we read on, once I've got my Docs folder open, it says click the New button. And then you're going to choose in the New is in the top left corner. Then choose a new Google Doc. And once it opens, it tells me that I'm going to call this Lesson 2.4. Now, some of you are not putting the entire title up there. Should be Lesson 2.4. All right. So, oops, the 2.4 came down there for some reason. 2.4. Then I'm going to come down here and just erase that because I don't need it. All right, so instruction step 2 says starting on the first line of your doc, type the text Arkansas state symbols. I can't type it. Arkansas state symbols. And then it says you should center align the text. I'm going to center align this. I'm going to go here. There's a center align. You might need to click on more on your screen. I'm not for sure. It says then bold the text and change the font size to 24. So now I'm going to need to select it all, bold it, change it to 24. There we go. All right, instruction step 3 says to hit enter. You'll need to make sure that you're at the end of the word symbols. Okay, hit enter. And then it says, then find the clear formatting button. It says, hint, you may need to click on the more button if you do not see it on the button bar. It says you can also find clear formatting under the format menu. So I'm going to come here and I don't see it. So there's format. I could click on it here, or I can go right here to my more button and there it is. So I click clear formatting. What that does is it takes away the formatting, the size and the bold that was here. And it says using the clear format button to take away any it says using clear formatting will take off any formatting that you applied to this title. So the picture down there shows you the clear formatting options, what the button is, what it looks like. Then I'm going on to step 4. It says to insert a table. So this is a new skill that we're doing here, to insert a table. It says sometimes you may want to insert a table so that you can organize your information in a more graphical, eye-catching way. To insert a table, go to the table menu. And so the table menu is going to be up here. And there's a picture of this menu on the previous page. And we're going to choose Insert Table. Okay. And I'm actually going to do 3 columns and 6 rows. So table, insert table, 3 columns. Columns go up and down. So this is a column. This is 2 columns. This is 3 columns. So 3 columns, then rows go across. So that's 1, 2, 3 rows. So you can see down here. So we're going to go 3 by 6. All right, very good. So that place that in there, and it says you can either click on, this is step instruction 5. You can either click on the individual cells that with your mouse, or use the tab key to more quickly move from cell to cell to type the information that you see in the sample below. So I'm going to type, it says there's my sample, symbol, and then image. I hit the tab key. It moved me over. I typed image, and then I tabbed again, web page link, and I'm going to hit tab again. It takes me down to the bottom of the next row, state flag, and then I'm going to use the down arrow key, state, bird, down arrow, state tree, down arrow, state flower, down arrow, state insect. So I have filled in the basic information for my table. So now I'm ready to go on to step number 6. Step number 6 is going to ask me to add color to my table. It says now we're going to add some color to your table. It says you need to select the first row in the table. It says do this by clicking in the top left cell. It says the cell with state in it, and holding the mouse button down and then dragging the mouse to the right. When the entire top row of cells turns blue, you know they are selected. So I'm going to click here. And actually that's this, it says symbol there. That's incorrect in mine. I'll correct it for yours. So I'm actually not going to click on the one that says state. I'm going to click on the one that says symbol and drag across, and you see it turns blue there. Okay. And then I am going to go to the more button, probably, because you're going to be looking for this fill color background. And I'm going to change it to cauliflower blue. All right. Now, when you let go of it, you can see that. I'm going to go back and select it again. Because I'm also going to make some changes to my titles. I'm going to bold them. And it says in this step, actually, it says that we're going to center align. So I'm going to go here to alignment, center those. I'm going to bold them, which I already did. I did that first. I'll do it again. And then change the font size of the selected column headings to 14. Go ahead and do that. Make them a little bigger. All right. All right. And next it says in the next step, this should be probably step 8 on your sheet. It says to select, it says to bold the text state flag. So I'm going to select that. And I'm going to say bold. And then the next one, step 9, is going to be using the paint format tool. Now right here is the paint format tool. And what this does is it's going to copy the formatting that you of something that you have selected. So in this case, I have state flag selected and I bolded it. And so if I click this, it's going to copy that bold format. It says to change the I'm going to read this step now. It says to change the formatting of the rest of the unformatted text, which is state bird, tree, flower, and insect. It says you can use the paint format tool to get an exact format match. To do this, do the following steps. First, in step A, make sure that the text state flag is still selected, and it is. And then it says you will click the paint format button. There it is. And then it says now select the rest of the unformatted text by clicking and dragging across it. When you let go, the formatting on these items should be the same as state flag. So I'm going to go ahead and drag down, let go. Sure enough, it did. All right, so we applied that format painter there, and now we're on step 10. And it says in step 10, it says you're going to find the images and information you'll need for your table. you should open a new tab on your screen and go to statesymbolsusa.org or similar website. I would just use the one I gave you. For the list of states on that page, from the list of states on that page, you will choose the name of the state where you live right now, which is Arkansas. So we're going to open a new tab and go to www.statesymbols USA.org. Notice it was coming up there, so I'm going to hit enter. It's going to take me to this page, right? And then it tells me in that same step that I'm going to click the state where I'm currently living, which is Arkansas. That's what you'll choose as well. So I'm going to click on Arkansas. All right, so here is some information about our state. Okay, step 11, it says we'll start to fill in the table. It says that start by clicking on the image of the state flag. I'm going to scroll down, find that, there it is, state flag. So I'm going to click state flag. And this will take you to a new page within the website that is specifically about the state flag. So look here, all kinds of information and history about the flag of the state of Arkansas. So that's what we need. And in step 12, it says copy and paste an image. This is a new skill. It says follow the following steps to paste a picture into your Google Docs table. It says with this new page open, so this page here, on your screen, you are going to use your mouse and right click on the picture of the flag. So when I right click, it opens this little option here. And it says when the new dialog box pops up, you are going to choose copy image. So copy image. Doesn't look like anything happened, but it says now return to the tab with lesson 2.4, which is right here. And it says click on the tab across the top of your screen. We did that. It's right there. Now it says to place the image in the appropriate spot on your table, you should click in the empty cell to the right of state flag. So that's right here. Click in that cell, and it says then from the edit menu, choose paste. All right, and so it pasted that flag in there. All right, and it gives you a shortcut there if you'd rather use a shortcut. Step 13 says copy and paste a hyperlink. It says you will also want to make sure that you give credit to this web page for the picture. So you'll do the following. So you will also be inserting a hyperlink into your table. Do the following. Step A, click back on the tab with the state flag web page. Okay. Now it says at the top of the page, you will see the URL address. That's what this is up here that I just clicked on and turned to blue. It's also called the web address. And you're going to, and it's after you've clicked on it and turned it blue, you're going to right click and you're going to copy. So we got a copy of that, and it says now return here. And it says now return here to 2.4 and locate the empty cell next to the state flag. It's right here. I'm going to click there. And it says locate the empty cell next to the state flag and click there so that your cursor is flashing. There, my cursor is flashing. It says now go to the insert menu and choose link. So insert and link. And it brings up this little window here. And it says a dialog box should pop up in the box. You will right click in the box labeled link. Right click and paste the URL right there. And then, but it says do not in the box, but do not hit apply yet. So go on to the next step. It says in the box labeled text, it's right here. It says you will type the text that would be appropriate to be displayed on the table. It would be appropriate to display the entire, it would not be appropriate to display the entire web address because they are sometimes very long. For our purposes, you will type flag link, right, in the text box, and then hit apply. And you'll see that it does, in fact, paste that in there. It says in step G, you should have created a hyperlink that will link your table to the website where the flag picture came from. You are now giving credit to the website for this information. And as a last step, center align the text flag link. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do that. So I'm just going to come up here and I'm going to choose center, so it's in the middle. So that works perfect. And then in step 14, it says to repeat steps 11 through 13 to continue adding the required information on the state. So I would come back here to this, and I'm going to use the back button. And the next one that I'm looking for is for state bird. So once the website comes up, and it's being slow, I'm going to scroll through here and find state bird and click on the website. And open the page. And I'm going to right click and copy the image. Come back here, click here, go to insert or edit, paste. There, it's in there. Now I'm going to continue and go ahead and do the web link as well. So I click there, get that, and right click to copy, come back here, and I'm going to insert a link. Right here I'm going to paste that, and then I'm going to put bird link and apply, and then I want to center that. Then I'm ready to go on to the state tree, flower, and insect. So I'm going to pause this video while I do that, and when I come back, those will be inserted. You should go ahead and pause as well and finish inserting the information, and then come back to the video so we can finish the assignment. Okay, so as you can see, I have finished inserting and keying and putting the pictures in there and doing the links. So that was step 14, and so now we're ready to do step 15, which is the skill resizing an image. It says most of the images probably inserted at about the same size, but some may be larger or smaller. You should resize the images if they're not all about the same size. You'll do this by clicking on one of the pictures. Okay, for example, as I look through here, this one's a little bigger. Click on one of the pictures. When the blue boxes appear on the corners of the picture, you can click and drag them to make the picture larger or smaller. Always use the handles on the corners so that you don't distort your pictures. And this is what I'm talking about. You'll see boxes all around. There's boxes on the corners, but there's also boxes on the right and left, top and bottom. If you take the middle, drag it, you distort your picture. You don't want to do that. So you always want to resize from a corner. Okay, so just resize that one just a little bit because it was just a little bit bigger. Okay, but step 16 is important. It says now you will need to resize the pictures so that the entire document is only one page. It says zoom out to make sure it fits on one page. So I'm actually going to zoom out here, and I'm going to go even smaller, 50%. See, now I can see everything, and I see the second page. So I'm going to have to make my images smaller so that they'll fit. So I'm going to make sure I go from the corners. And I don't know exactly what size they're going to need to be, so I'm just kind of playing with it here a little bit. And I may have to go back and adjust again. Oh, see, so that was enough, what I did there, to get them to fit. So now it all fits on one page. Okay, so I'm going to zoom back in to 100% so it's easier for me to read. And step 17, select all of the images in column 2 and center align the pictures. It says you'll center the pictures the same way you center align text. So I'm just going to click and drag all the way down this column and then click center. You'll see that put those in the middle. Easy enough, right? All right, step 17 was done. Step 18 says to crop an image. Sometimes you may need to edit something out of a picture. This is called cropping. For this lesson, you will apply a crop to the state insect picture so that you can only see the bee. To do that, follow these steps. First of all, select the state insect picture. There it is. And it says now click the crop button on the button bar. You may need to click on the more button, but I don't. There it is. Okay. Step C says drag the black handles so that the square is mostly around the bee and most of the flower should be outside the handles. So I'm going to grab that handle, drag it in. There you go. And notice now most of this is outside that. So this is what my picture would look like. This is click on the crop button again to turn it off. And it says now you only see the bee in the image, and that's pretty much the case. There's just a little bit of the flower showing, and that's okay. Step 19 says to proofread. I'm just going to scroll through here, make sure everything looks right. Sure everything over here states and the Everything is capitalized the way it should be. And then it says now to turn this assignment in on Google Classroom. So this is what your assignment should look like. Now notice I have a second page. It's just a function of the table. I can't get rid of it. I might be able to make some of these a little smaller. Yep, when I did that, now it only has one page. So, all right, so go and turn this in.